This is Veronica Morningstone for the Dan Wetzel podcast, here to discuss the latest happenings in college football. I'm joined by Fake Dan Beebe, the fake Twitter account of former Big 12 Commissioner Dan Beebe. I repeat, this is a fake.
Hello again, Veronica. You look as ravishing as ever. Have you reconsidered my proposal to be my undersecretary?
Now Mr. Dan Beebe, let's keep it professional, at least while on camera. Nebraska is playing in the Big Ten title game. Texas A&M has a freshman who may win the Heisman. You continue to live the buyout life. Is leaving the Big 12 a guaranteed ticket to happiness? Except for Colorado and Missouri, of course.
Well, we can just say that the hardest decision I make during buyout life is whether to wear sweatpants or no pants. The Aggies finally found someone to embrace them, weirdness and all, while Colorado and Missouri are less efficient with their newfound money than the Beebster on 6th Street. As for Nebraska, screw that corn-worshipping hellhole.
The Big Ten has decided to add Rutgers and Maryland. Seriously? They did. Did you get Commissioner Jim Delaney drunk or something?
Veronica, I know quite a bit about drinking. I have done quite a bit of drinking. Especially tonight. But no matter how drunk I've gotten, I have never, ever tried to get Rutgers in my conference. So, don't you dare impugn the reputation of Sweet Mama Booze. It's been good to me. Jim Delaney went crazy on his own.
The Big East has countered by adding Tulane and East Carolina. Did you realize we have a state named East Carolina?
Hell, I didn't even realize there was a state named Tulane. Or that there was still a conference named the Big East for that matter, but at least New Orleans will be happy to be on the giving end of the disasters this time around.
Meanwhile, Grand Canyon University is headed to the WAC. Of all our national parks, which would you want most in your league? I've always been partial to Petrified Forest.
Is Wake Forest a national park? It sounds like it should be. Let's just assume that it is. Would you like to go on a date with me in the rolling woods of the Wake Forest, Veronica?
Atlantic Coast Conference Championship game tickets are going for $4. How many did you buy?
The same as everybody else in the nation, obviously, 0. If I wanted to waste $4 on an ACC venture, I'm sure there's some people at Miami that could help me out.
What do you think of Notre Dame's chances in the BCS title game?
There's plenty of history of only one man taking down Catholics in the past, and Martin Luther didn't have near the arm strength of an A.J. McCarron or Aaron Murray.
The AD at the University of Tulsa was busted for gambling when the FBI cracked down on his bookie. What are the odds this is the best scandal of the year?
I'd tell you exactly what the odds are, except that guy was also my bookie, so now I'm screwed. Do you know how hard it is to watch most college football if you can't bet on it anymore? It's agony, Veronica. Agony. Hold me.
Time for our lightning round. Bill Snyder.
A true inspiration. He's what I hope to look like 80 years from now.
Mac Brown.
It's fun getting paid so well for doing so little, isn't it, Mac?
Lane Kiffin.
It's hard to think of another coach that has as much potential as an Abercrombie & Fitch cashier.
Bo Pelini.
He just turned Taylor Martinez into an all-conference QB, so obviously Nebraska needs to be investigated for handing out brain steroids. Speaking of which, Veronica, I got some special, little blue steroids from my pharmacist, if you get what I mean. What are you doing tonight around 2 a.m.? We can explore the Wake Forest together.
A fine offer, Mr. Dan Beebe, but you are no Johnny Football, if you know what I mean.